Hi, I'm Giancarlo.
And I'm Felicia.
And this is our review of...
Epic Wars. No. Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards. Duel at Mount...
Hooked on phonics! Work it for me! Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards. Duel at Mount Skullfire. Yeah!
Skullfire?
Skullfire!
It looks like a V.
See, that's how you do. That's how you present things. Oh, this is definitely 14 plus.
Yeah?
We probably should put a 14 plus in front of our
Parental
reviews from now on.
advisory, we swear a lot.
In Battle Wizards, players take on the role of zany wizards competing in an open arena-style epic spell battle of history tournament, Untitled. Kick ass! In the box, you'll find 8 oversized crazy-ass hero cards, 128 spell cards broken down into 4 types, 40 source cards, 40 quality cards, 40 delivery cards, and 8 wild magic cards, 25 treasure cards, 25 dead wizard cards, 7 last wizard standing tokens, 6 skull life counters, 4 black, of course, 6-sided dice, and this useless stand of Mount Skullfire, but we're so glad they put it in there, so shut your ass up. Win 2 rounds where you're the last wizard standing by magically eliminating your competition to be crowned winner of Untitled and Sorcerer Supreme.
Here's how to set up. Each player chooses one of the wacky wizards they want to beat. They take their character card and place the skull life counter on 20. Take all the spell cards and shuffle them thoroughly, dealing 8 cards to each player. Place the remainder in the middle of the table to form the draw pile. Shuffle all the treasure cards and form a treasure deck. Shuffle all the dead wizard cards and form the dead wizard deck. Take the Mount Skullfire stand and insert the base in it so it can stand. No, it's not needed, but shut up and do it. You're now ready to cast spells and kick some wizard's ass.
Your turn is comprised of 4 steps, which is played simultaneously by all players. First, start of each round, each player draws up to their hand size, which is usually 8. Then create your spell, determine turn order, and resolve your spell. So to create a spell, players will decide if they want to play 1, 2, or 3 component cards from their hand. A complete spell, 3 cards, will have a beginning, which is the source component in yellow, a middle, which is the quality component in orange, and an end, which is the delivery component in red. But should you choose or cannot play all 3 components from a spell, you can decide to play less, up to a minimum of 1 component. When you decide on what spell to cast and using what components, place your selection with the source first and or the quality second and or the delivery last, and place it face down with your hand covering it. You don't want the other cheating wizards knowing how many components you played for your spell. Shorter spells take less time to prepare and will fire off first. Which brings us to turn order.
Once players have finished selecting their spell for their turn, each player announces how many components or cards they selected for their spell. Players that have only 1 component in their spell act first, followed by players who have 2 components, and finally followed by players who have a full-fledged spell with 3 components. When ties occur with spell components, those players look at their delivery component and announce the number found at the end of the banner in the red circle. Higher numbers will break ties and go first before lower numbers. Once you've figured out turn order, the fastest spellcaster reveals his spell.
With the best wizard voice you think your hero sounds like, read the spell. The source is the name of a famed wizard you're invocating for a special effect. Should you not have a source in your spell, then use your own character's name in its place. The quality is that little extra oomph in the spell, adding a creative adjective to it also with its own special effect. Should you not have a quality, make up an adjective that sounds cool for the spell. And lastly, the delivery is the big boom and finality of the spell. These components will have an initiative and a power roll to make, which we'll get to in a bit. Should you not have a delivery, make up a cool sounding noun for it. Now that that is done, let's move to spell resolution.
Spell resolve always in this order from left to right. Source, quality, and delivery doing their text effects first before moving to the next. Some text will say stronger or strongest, or weaker or weakest. Stronger or weaker refers to any foe who is stronger or weaker than you in hit points, giving you a bit more choice. Now, should a card text say to make a power roll? This is how that works. Every spell component will have a magic type. There are 5 of these which are arcane: dark, elemental, illusion, or primal. These are found at the bottom left corner of each component, and some items provide you with more of these glyphs as well. When making a power roll, count how many glyphs your spell has, including any item that provides that glyph. When your spell is fully resolved, the next player in turn order goes unless he was blown to smithereens by having his HP reach 0. If that happens, he's out of the round and takes a dead wizard card. If there's more than one last standing wizard, once all spells are complete, a new round begins with the wizard still alive. They draw up to their hand size, usually 8, and in this step, any dead wizard draws another dead wizard card. These cards will give you bonuses in the next round, while your body lays resting in peace and festering. These include starting the next round with more health, more cards, having an item in play, rolling extra dice, or just plain old death. So don't eliminate another wizard too early on, because the more they lie dead, the stronger they'll get for the next round. If only one wizard is left standing, he'll receive a last wizard token. Then all players discard all their hand, their items, and start a new round by drawing 8 new cards each and playing all their dead wizard cards and receiving their bonuses if any. When a wizard gets 2 last wizard tokens, he'll be the winner of Annalgeddon. Annalgeddon? Annalgeddon. Okay. When a wizard gets 2 last wizard tokens, he'll be the winner of Annalgeddon and be crowned this year's most kick-ass wizard.
No matter how random this game is, I don't care. I want to be crowned the most kick-ass wizard. This game is fun, funny, and awesomely crude with the right type of people. And the kick-assness vocabulary doesn't come only from us, but the rulebook itself has a great little introduction with overly mature theme, which is just the way we like it here at Bored to Death. It gives you a real sense of the theme they're going for, which is also extremely well represented by its gory and suggestive artwork like these cards. Desperation Stones, Vorpal Trap, and Fister Cannon, or Testicle. Of course, this also means that it's not for a wholesome family fun time. But this is metal, baby, and if you can't stand the heat, then get out of my chicken's way. The game mechanics are all very well thought out of, from smaller spells being quicker to having a dead wizard at a handicap for the next round. Obviously, player interaction is high, but even though dead wizards are still in the game by drawing dead wizard cards, there is some downtime for them, and especially if played at high numbered players. Magic number for this game, excuse the pun, is 3 to 4. The randomness doesn't bother us too much. Don't come in this game expecting long-term strategy, and sometimes, by luck of the cards drawn, you'll be at their mercy for casting spells and at their mercy for being the target of that said spell. But we're not giving it a negative point for that because, well, f*** off, we can. It's simple to remedy this by discarding any cards you don't want in your hand and drawing back up to 8 at the beginning of each round if players agree to do so. Replay value is great with the amazing combination of spells you can create, and we enjoyed it so much I can only hope for a small expansion to this game by having more cards. I don't know what more to say. I'm missing 2 more points here in our pro and con section, so I'm just going to put awesome here in the pro section and awesome here as well, because like I said before, f*** off I can. Epic Spell Wars of the Battle Wizards Duel Among Skullfire, spelled with a Y and Z, bitches, is a game we're going to keep in our collection, and it's getting 8 heavy metal ballsy testicles out of 10.